也发过来，上跟下滑了。
Sometimes I need to remember just to breathe. Sometimes I need you to stay away from me. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. I need you to get up possibilities. What you were changing me into. I trusted you too well. Sometimes I just feel like shutting out myself. Sometimes I'm in disbelief, I didn't know. Somehow I need to be alone. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you were changing me into. Just giving myself back a chance.
What's up guys, it's Aleks Dayum. So today I'm bringing you a Call of Duty gameplay on Modern Warfare right now. Yes, this is a little bit different from my channel, but I have been playing Call of Duty pretty hard out since it came out, especially this game. And so today I am showing you a gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video clips in the beginning. That was me just tearing it up a little bit. Wanted to show you that. And now the thing is, I may upload more gameplays in the future. It really just depends on whether you guys want to see it on the channel or not. You know, if it gets a good response and if you guys want to see more gameplays, I'll definitely do more. If not, then I'll just keep it off the channel. Either way, it's more about just what you guys want to see. But I may upload some more in the future as well. So if you do enjoy the Call of Duty gameplay, make sure you drop a like on the video and also just comment down below if you want to see more. That'd be very helpful for me. Now, I'm going to give a quick review and honest thoughts on the game. Now, if you came here hoping that I'm going to bash the video or bash the game and have a really negative view on it, I'm not going to do that just because I am optimistic about the game. Now, that's not to say that the game is perfect. The game is far, far, far from perfect. But I do think that at this state of the game, especially after the last few patches, the game is in a more positive state rather than negative. Now, to make this fair, right, I'm going to list off a certain amount of points for the positives and the negatives. And there is going to be more positives than negatives just because, as I said, I do want to keep this more of a positive review because the game is awesome. I do think it is an awesome game and it has potential to be even better and one of the better Call of Duties in the last like 5 to 6 years, which is saying a lot, right? So I'm going to list 5 points for the positive and 3 points for the negatives. I'm going to keep this nice, quick and short because I don't want this to be a long drawn out review. This is just a quick overview and summary of the game. So I'm going to start with the positives, right? Because I do think this is a good game. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the gunplay now. So the gunplay is really good in this game. Like when you're shooting people and you get the kills on the enemies, the guns sound good, they feel good. There's recoil that you have to control, which is important because it's not like, you know, not all the guns is completely zero recoil. There is recoil that you have to control. And it just, it feels good running around with the guns. Now, the mobility is not the best, but just, you know, comparing it to some other CODs, like these guns have so many attachments, so many levels for you to grind and unlock, so many different customization things you can do to it. The cameras are awesome. Everything that has to do with the guns is almost flawless. right? Almost flawless, but I'll get into why it's not flawless a little bit later in the video, but it just feels awesome when you're running around shooting people, just like a normal TDM. Now, the next thing is it has that nostalgic and really good Modern Warfare feel, right? So this is another Modern Warfare in the franchise, and it's got that feel from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 in terms of the look, how everything sounds, just the game design in general. It really does have that feel, and it's, I think, the most superior form of Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare series, right? Now, I don't think that all of them were the best, but I do think Black Ops is great, but I do love the Modern Warfare games. There's something about it that just feels so good. I guess it is because it's more relatable in our time set. I guess it feels like it's, you know, in 2020 or something like that along the line. So it's just awesome, right? Another thing that I would say isn't the third positive would be the quick time to kill. Now, I'm more of a fan of the quicker time to kill, in my opinion. I like 3 to 4 shots to kill, just because if I run into 2 to 3 enemies, I know that if I'm completely accurate, I can definitely outgun them and kill them, which is like really important for me. I prefer that over, like, for example, Black Ops 4 had way too much of a higher time to kill for me personally. I don't think that's how Call of Duty should be. It was fun, but I do think a quicker time to kill is better, so that's definitely a positive. Now, I'll quickly go into the fourth one, and this is another positive. It's a fun game to play. It's really fun to play. Like, I guess it's addictive in a sense, in that it's just fun to play, and I think that the other things that I just mentioned before sort of combine in order to create that fun experience to play. Now, yes, the game is frustrating as fuck sometimes, but that's going to be any Call of Duty. You're not going to have any Call of Duty where you don't get frustrated with it, and it's impossible to play a game where you're not going to get frustrated and angry sometimes, and sometimes you have a shitty game, but in general, this game is fun to play, okay? You can argue against that, that's totally fine, but this is my opinion. The game is fun to play. And the fifth positive that I'm going to mention, as I said, this is a quick review. This is not a full-on, drawn out, in-depth review that I'm going to go through everything. I could do another video in the future about that, but the fifth thing that I'm going to say for the positives is there is a lot of hope for the future. And what I mean by that is they are going to bring some DLC, some downloadable content to extra stuff to add for the game, and a lot of it is going to be free, right? Now, one of the things that we're all hoping for is they're going to bring back the older maps, and they're definitely going to do that. And when they do that, this game is going to be so much better, because as when I get into some of the negatives, you'll see the maps, the current maps, is sort of ruining the state of the game. So there's a lot of hopes for the future, and also they're going to bring out more patches to balance stuff. Well, we're hoping they are, right? But this is why I'm hoping for the future, and especially if we're playing some of these old Modern Warfare 2 maps or Modern Warfare 3 maps on here. Let's go Modern Warfare 2, right? Terminal, Afghan, Favela. There's so many good maps from there, from that game. Skid Row. There's so many that if we were playing with these guns and attachments and everything and kill streaks, it would be awesome. And another quick little thing I'll add is the kill streaks are really sick, which is another thing that the Modern Warfare franchise really introduced heavily and shines in this game. Now let's get into the negatives for this game, right? I'm going to list 3 things, and I'm going to go nice and quick because I don't want to bash on this game. First thing, bad maps. The maps are horrible, the worst I've ever seen in a Call of Duty franchise for boots on the ground. And the reason is there's way too much verticality, right? Now, what I mean by that is when you're running on the map, right, you can be shot from a middle level, from a top level, or if you're up below, you could be shot down from the bottom. There's way too much verticality. There's too many things that you have to worry about all in one go. And what this leads to, so much camping. Everyone wants to camp because no one wants to run out, because they can be shot from so many different angles, not only from the sides in a 360 direction, but also up and down. So that linear potential for you to die is just so high in this game. It's insane. There's too many buildings. There's too many buildings everywhere. If you think about a map like Modern Warfare 2 Afghan, there's like 2 buildings in that whole map. Yes, there's this one big hill, but other than that, the whole map is completely flat. There's no structures for you to hide in. It's just run around, run and gun, okay? This game is the complete opposite of that with the current maps. So that is the big thing. That is the biggest thing holding this game back. The next thing is, I would say, the next negative for this game, the second one, is the M4A1 is way too powerful. And this creates a big problem, because if you're using anything except for the M4A1, your time to kill is going to be less, which means you're going to lose a lot of gunfights. And yes, I do have fun using the other guns and changing it up, but as soon as I switch to the M4, I do better just because it has such a superior time to kill over all distances, short, medium, and long range. So that creates this really weird thing where so many people are using the M4, and it doesn't make using some of the other guns as enjoyable to play as, let's say, another COD, for example, right? Modern Warfare 3. You could literally use any assault rifle or SMG on that game and you will be fine. Yes, the specialist bonus did have something to do with that, but the guns were just great. Modern Warfare 2, you put stopping power on, you could use any gun and it's viable. Yes, some guns were better, but in this game, the top gun is just way too high, and I think it's causing an imbalance in the multiplayer. Third negative, there's no prestiging. I've already got 3 days game time on this game. I'm completely maxed out. There's not really much for me to do other than the ribbon challenges, which don't really, for me, they're not fun to go for, and they're not rewarding because all I get is a ribbon, which I don't care about. I literally, why would I care about getting a ribbon or 10 ribbons unlocks a new thing? Like, it's just not the same, right? There's not much longevity in the game in terms of the fun. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with the seasons and how that's going to work, but as of right now, the game's a bit stale for me. I've already got 3 days game time. I'm max level. I'm not too sure what to do. Yes, I could level up the other guns, and which I will do, but after I level them up, what am I going to do? I'm going to find the best setup, and I don't know what else to like keep doing on the game. So I do miss the prestige system, but maybe they've got a new system in place that'll be even better. But as of right now, I look at that as a negative, and that's my quick review on multiplayer. I haven't touched campaign or spec ops. I literally haven't even opened it once, so don't ask for my opinion on that. But that's how I feel the game is. I think it's a good game. I think there's potential for improvement. There's little things they could fix. Older maps would be awesome. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that gameplay in the background with the MP5. I was totally shredding with it. One of the best guns in the game. And also, yeah, that is my quick review on COD Modern Warfare. It is a good game. There's room for improvement, and I think it will get better. There's just a few things they need to fix, and I may do a more in-depth video where I really draw out everything that is good and bad about the game so far. But as of right now, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the squad. And also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button. And always remember to keep the pump.